Grace, and today I'm doing another Bookish Pet Peeves video. This is like, I think my third one, I'm pretty positive, and there's a lot of Bookish Pet Peeves out there. If you're not aware of what Bookish Pet Peeves are, they're just some things in books that irk me, you know? But they're really fun to talk about, and they're silly, and I like to talk about them, so let's go. Before we get into the video, I just wanted to say I now have 2 guinea pigs because I didn't want Gravely to be lonely. So now I've got little Knox here, and she's so cute and all black. So I've got an all brown one and an all black one. And they're so cute and they love each other so much. So the first Bookish pet peeve I'm going to talk about is the chosen one. Mainly because I've just read it so many times, I'm like, you know, realistically speaking, there are like 7 billion or 8 billion people in this world. And one teenage girl or one teenage boy can save the human race, and only that one person, with the exception of Harry Potter, because that shit was prophecy, and you do not F with prophecy. For example, Tris from Divergent. Like, she was not the only Divergent, but she was the only Divergent that can help. And I was like, no, why? Why? The second thing I'm gonna talk about, I am just gonna act out. Most girls wouldn't do that. I'm not like most girls. Right when I read that, I'm just like, no. It's like you're comparing this one girl to all the girls in the world, and just this one girl right here is completely different in whatever she does than every other girl in the world. Third thing I'm going to talk about is when a book is extremely similar to other books you've read, and I've read books that are similar in ways to other books I've read. Like, for example, the Throne of Glass series by Sarah J. Maas is one of my all-time favorite YA series. It is similar to some things I've read, but it's still unique enough that it sets itself apart. But then there's this one book that is seriously, to me, just a mashup of The Hunger Games, the Grisha trilogy, and Daughter of Smoke and Bone, and it was so hard to see past it. And that is Red Queen by Victoria Aveyard. I was so freaking excited to read this book. I heard so many good things about it, and then I read it and I was like, oh my god. Like, certain scenes were taken out, put into this, characters taken out, put into this, and I was like, is this even real? I gave this book 3 stars because I did read it pretty fast, and I thought the writing style was cool, but I didn't care about any of the characters. The plot twist type thing I thought was really not that great, and yeah. The fourth thing I'm going to talk about is when a book doesn't have enough of an ending, and usually this happens in really good books, and you're just like, if I just got 10 more pages or 5 more, I would be good, but you didn't give me it, and I'm a little upset. For example, Ignite Me. This is one of my favorite trilogies because the characters are amazing. I just wanted a little bit of an epilogue, maybe. It could just be like Warner organizing his closet, or Warner taking a bath or something, because he likes baths, and I wouldn't mind that. And I just love Warner, and I would just like want something, just a little bit. I will pay money for it. I mean, obviously I would pay money anyway to buy the book, but like, I don't know. Another example would be Eleanor and Park and Fangirl by Rainbow Rowell. These are 2 of my favorite books, but like, they ended so abruptly. I was like, I didn't even know they were about to end. The word stopped, and I was like, oh, okay, all right. But I still love them. The 5th thing I'm gonna talk about is unrealistic, selfless main characters. And I'm not saying that a main character can't be selfless, but there is a point when it gets so annoying. Like, when every chapter they just want to sacrifice themselves. They wouldn't even help, because all of your friends would try and stop you, and your whole plan would just be screwed up. For example, Tris from Divergent. She wanted to sacrifice herself in every page. And I'm like, girl, stop. And if you guys haven't read Allegiant, pause the video, and I'll make weird hand gestures when you should unpause the video or unmute the video. And I'm gonna make the spoiler in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. When Tris escapes the factionless and goes to Erudite, and she's on the bed, and she's about to be injected with that death serum type thing, and she picks that moment to be like, you know, maybe I don't want to die. Girl, you should have thought about that in the last like 500 pages. Okay, no spoilers. The 6th thing I'm going to talk about is when a villain is introduced as just being this horrible, awful person with no backstory and no reasoning for them being this horrible person. They're just evil just because. And you're like, I want to know more about them, because villains are my favorite. And I just, you know, I think there should be a reasoning for a person wanting to destroy the world instead of just, you know, wanting to destroy the world when you could also not destroy the world and just relax and read a good book. I always think about that when I watch Marvel movies. They're like, these villains they make this huge plan, put so much effort into destroying the world, and I'm like, you could also not do that. You could also not do that. And the last thing I'm going to be talking about is when a book comes out and is awesome and chunky and just one of your favorite sci-fi books, and the sequel comes out and isn't even like half of that. It's so small, you're just like, is this a novella, or is this like, I don't know, but why? Why? I mean, I didn't not enjoy this. I didn't love it as much as The Fifth Wave, but I felt like this is only like a little bit of a book, you know? Kind of disappointing. So those were just some more of my bookish pet peeves. If you want to, comment down below and tell me some of yours, and we shall discuss and make fun of them and have a good time down in the comments. And thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you have a lovely day, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.